Hey guys, this is a quick tutorial video on Deutsch DT Series, specifically the 2-pin connector and plug. I'm just going to walk through real quick kind of the basics of the product and then how to put them together and take them apart. It's pretty easy. So first we're going to start with this side, which you can either call the plug or the socket side because it utilizes the socket pins. So first off, it's three main components. You got the plug itself, which is a Deutsch DT 06-2S, and I'll link all this in the description below. Next part is the wedge, what they call, and that simply retains the pins. There's little clips inside, and they're retained when this wedge goes in to make sure they don't pull out. And then finally, the pin sockets is what they're called. So the socket end is here, and that's what goes into the opposing plug, and you crimp on the back side. The wedge is a W2S part number, and the pin is a 0462-201-16141, and that will accept a 20 to 16 gauge wire. Additionally, if you want to go for a larger wire, they make these and they accept a 14 gauge, and the giveaway is the green stripe, and this part number is 0462-209-16141. I'm just going to utilize the standard ones for this demonstration. So real quick here, I just have two 18 gauge standard wires, red and black. And I got these Greenlee strippers, and I'll link them below. They're really nice because they're one-handed operation. They have a cut point on them, so you can cut your wires through them and also strip. You can set a setback point on the insides of them, and then you can select how hard they strip. So for these, you really only need about 1/4 of an inch. So one-handed motion, and I like to just give them just a little twist. You take your socket, and if you can, you get them all in there. On the back side, you can see how you want that pin to be about flush with the coating on your wire. And then here's where you have a couple choices. So this is the official Deutsch tool, crimping tool that is, and this is a HDT-48-00. Like I said, this is the official one. Now, unfortunately, they're a little bit expensive. I think you're pushing $200 or $300 on these. However, just like anything else these days, there are some alternative knockoffs, and I'll link one good one below. Just know if you're gonna do this consistently over and over, maybe opt for these, but if it's just a hobby, kind of like myself, go ahead and go with the Amazon ones. They'll work just as well. So for these, they ratchet together. So to get it ready, you click it and it opens up. On the back side here, I've already set it, but this wheel out here, you raise to rotate, you set to your gauge of wire, so it's 18 gauge. And then this guy, what you can do, you can loosen this and it sets the inset distance of the pin on the inside, but I already have mine set, but you can just play with that if you have one. So you simply put the wire in, close the crimp, you can see the teeth coming on it, and it locks at this point so it doesn't fall out anywhere. And then you simply just go through the motion, and you're done. You can see it has a nice seated grip all the way around that wire. I'll quickly strip and do the black wire. So again, about 1/4 inch. Quick twist. Put the wire in. Inset in. Actually, do this one again. My wire fell out. There we go. Okay. Get them set. Make sure the wire's held tight. And there you go. Finally, now we have both of our female sockets. And there is little numbers on here. You can see a 2 on this side and a 1 on this side. So I always like to opt to put red or hot in the 1-pin side. So you start to push it in, and on the top side, once you get it past the seal, the waterproof seal, you'll see it comes up and you'll hear a click when it seats. So now it's in there. You repeat the process. Get it up in there, and a click. Now it's there. Okay, once you have that, take the wedge and you insert it until it again makes an audible click. And now you're set on this side. Now I'll quickly do the male side. All right guys, resetting here on the receptacle side, just to run through the part numbers quickly here. This is your receptacle, if you will, and this is the Deutsch DT 04-2P. This is the standard wedge, a W2P, and then I've already crimped on the male pins in the exact same fashion as the socket female pins, and these part numbers are the 0460-202-16141, and that's for the 20 to 16 gauge wire size. And again, just like the socket side, they do make a pin that accepts 14 gauge, again with the green stripe, and that part number is 0460-215-16141. Okay, and again, just repeat the process real quick. They're numbered, got a 1 and a 2, so again I put red on 1, slide it in there. Again, this one you can see down inside, you'll hear again a click. Oops, the seal came out. The seal just presses back in. You just push it up till it clicks. If it agrees with me, there it goes. And we'll repeat for the black. Push up till it clicks. I find this side to be a little bit more tedious than the socket side. There it goes. All right, to insert the wedge on this side, it's a little bit more tedious than the socket side. You have to ensure that it goes in like this, and you get it started by dropping it down in there. And then what I use, Deutsch has another helpful tool. It's this screwdriver. It's a DT-RT1, and I'll kind of show you both halves of how it helps you. So first off, obviously it helps you get that wedge down in there. Once it slides into that, you can use the tip of the screwdriver to set it. It'll just click down in there, and now those pins are retained. But the other nice thing is this side of the screwdriver has a little bit of a hook, and it's designed to get down within there, and you can turn it and then pull that green wedge back up and out. So it's a real helpful tool. All right, so finally, once you have this side and this side pre-wired, it's obviously just as easy to put them together, and there's your completed part. The only other things I wanted to quickly mention that are helpful with these plugs is they sell a cap if you want to seal this off, if it's something you unplug outside. It's a sealed cap utilizing the gasket on the inside of the socket plug. It has a little mount, and this part number here is a 1011-344-205. And then finally, if you utilize a plug or a connector that has more holes than you need, they sell a little seal. It's simply, you slide in from this side into the place of a wire and it seals it off. And this part number is a Deutsch 114-017. All right guys, well hopefully that helped you out. If you have any questions or future Deutsch videos that you'd like to see, drop a line in the comments below.